Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Thank you very much. Thank you. So let me know if you can hear me clearly. It's quite important. Meanwhile, let me show you where I am. It's a Dutch high over here. Just let me show outside. So when you're here, let me know the live chat, please. Thank you very much. Also, let me know if you can hear me clearly. Thank you. It's a beautiful sunny day, as you can see. The sun is shining bright over the Netherlands. And I decided to take a little trip today. So please let me know if you can hear me clearly, please. It's quite important. Susanna can hear me, that's fine. By the way, hey, at the Dutch highway. Again. Yes, we have such highways in the Netherlands. There's one thing the Netherlands is good at, that's infrastructure. So, yeah. There's a lot of gravity, as you can see here. Much of gravity is placed there by cult, by the way, but alright. Passing a railway station. So I see Suzanne is here. Glad you're here, Suzanne. Les Ocedas is here. Glad you're here. Let me go back. So I started 4 minutes, so within 1 minute I'll begin. There's some windmills in the background there, as you can see. I can't see them anymore, never mind. Thanks for everyone who thumbed up the video. I get hit the like button. Yes, there you have some windmills over here. Check them out. There are a lot of windmills in the Netherlands for green energy. Where it's really at green, I'm not sure, but well, for those who don't know, I'm on my way to Utrecht. What the heck? Okay. I'm on my way to Utrecht. And alright, it's 4 minutes in. I'll just keep the camera like this to show it the outside. So, what's the topic of today? Oh, and by the way, I'm in the silence room here in the train, but there's nobody around, as you can see. Nobody's around, so I don't care. And I have a first class subscription anyway. So, okay. Hold on, let me zoom in the camera better. Alright. Can you all hear me now? Alright. The topic of today is color codes and paranormal tags. Now, before I begin, whom of you have ever heard of color codes before? Let me know in the live chat. For some reason, the live chat doesn't seem to work, so okay, I'll just wait for a half minute to see if I see something up here. If not, I'll just continue the teaching. But how many of you heard of color codes before? Some extra windmills over here, as you can see. Hold on. Alright, I don't see the live chat for some stupid reason by YouTube. But anyway, let me explain what a color code is. A color code is when a color is used to trigger a psychological effect on someone. That is a color code. For example, the police tend to use the color blue because it has been shown throughout history that blue, which is the color of the sky, calms down people. Blue is also the color of the oceans. Blue has a calming effect on the public. That's why blue is used as a color code for authority. The color red, you see over here, is often, hold on. The color red is often used in McDonald's or in restaurants or in red light districts. Now, why is that? Because the red is a color that triggers base urges in people, whether it's sexual urges or sex drives or anger. Also, bloodthirst or red is a color that triggers basic urges and drives in people. So red is used in paganism to signify that something is wanted from you, often in a sexual sense. Green, which is the color of the forest and the grass, is used to signify witchcraft. So green is used to show you that someone wants to negotiate an outcome. For example, a witch may wear a green dress when she wants to negotiate a better life with the people around her. Or she may wear a green heels or a green tie to signify she wants to negotiate something with the community. So that's the color green. The color white signifies innocence and calm. So that's why in the Masonic wedding ritual in the West, the woman wears white and the man wears black. Black is used as to signify darkness or lack. So the foot is praised and the man is blamed. That is the Masonic wedding ritual we have in the West. A fellow brother of ours in Britain just got married and he dressed like a 19th century gentleman. And his wife dressed like a 19th century African noblewoman. So they refuse this Masonic wedding ritual that many are praising. So, now, color codes are used, as I mentioned before, to trigger a psychological effect on the masses. That's why they use color codes. Now, what is a paranormal tag? A paranormal tag is an association, is a societal association with the paranormal effect. So again, a color code is when pagans use colors to trigger a psychological effect on the public, also on the individuals. A paranormal tag is a societal association that triggers a paranormal effect. For example, stereotypes. A stereotype doesn't have to be wrong. I mean, if you go to Scandinavia, there's a stereotype that they are white-skinned, which is true, because Scandinavians, by origin, are white-skinned. So you generalizing that Scandinavians are white-skinned, that's not inappropriate. It's appropriate because it fits the actual situation. Now, not all Scandinavians speak the same language. So you can't say Scandinavians are fond of Danish. You can't say that because there are Swedish people. Hold on. Hold on. We komen aan om 12 uur 28 op sport 3. Als je wilt overstappen, dan kunt u met de sprinter richting Woerden, Utrecht Centraal, niet vertrekken 5. Alright. Korte stop in Gouda, zullen we daar dus vervolgen met het eindpunt Utrecht Centraal. Dames en heren, zorg is op de kilometer station Gouda. Alright. The train call is over, so I can continue. So a stereotype doesn't have to be wrong or offensive. Now, let's take, for example, Russia. If people say Russians love vodka, people would say, okay, it's true that vodka is something that's associated with Russia, and it's true it's often sold in Russia, but it's not true that all Russians love vodka. There are Russians who don't want to drink alcohol at all. So Russians being fond of vodka, if it's something quite common in Russia, then you can generalize, because no generalization is absolute. You're not saying all Russians, you say Russians in general. So generalizations are good. Generalizations are not wrong. However, when a generalization leads to a generational curse, or when a generalization leads to misfortune, hold on. You need to watch out. Check something quickly. Okay. So, a generalization doesn't have to be a paranormal attack. But what if people say, oh, those Belgians are slow-minded? I mean, you're making something up. Now, this is not a generalization. This is an insult in which people denigrate the Belgian population. Now, if people keep repeating this insult over and over again, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And because of that, eventually we'll believe that Belgians are of slow intelligence. Even though this may not be factually the case, but as a result, when Belgians apply for jobs outside of Belgium, they're often not hired because people associate them with low intelligence. And now, indeed, you will not find many Belgians with high positions outside of Belgium. So then it may appear as if it's true that Belgians have low intelligence, but that's not the case. So, a generalization is not by definition a paranormal attack. Just like when you tag a picture on social media, you put a code below the picture, and anyone that, how should I say it? Everyone that puts in that code can find any picture on that tag. That's how it works on social media. But in a similar way, a paranormal tag is a generalization that triggers a haunting. Let's go back to example. Let's say there's this paranormal tag that Belgians have slow intelligence. Let's say these things are repeated so often that people outside of Belgium believe it. If you're from Belgium, everywhere you go and see on your resume you're from Belgium, it triggers this, this awkwardness in people because, oh, you're a Belgian, from Belgium, so you must have low intelligence, whatever. But that's how people were raised. So that stereotype is now a paranormal attack. It triggers paranormal activity, which leads to misfortune. So a paranormal attack is a generalization, it's a stereotype that triggers misfortune in the long run. Now, why is it important to understand these things? Because if you don't understand color codes, no paranormal attacks, you will end up in bad situations you could have easily prevented. So, for example, let's say you move to China, okay, and you are from Britain, and the Chinese have this impression that British people are quite noble. Now, it's not a fact that British people in general are noble, but that's the good impression they have in China. If you're there, you can benefit from this good impression. And is there anything wrong with that? No. So, a good stereotype that brings a positive effect is no paranormal attack. A paranormal attack is when you have a negative stereotype that triggers misfortune in the long run. So, about color codes. Color codes are often used by witches and warlocks, as I mentioned before, to trigger a psychological effect on the masses. Let me show you this. So, I'm going to mention various color codes again to inform you. Red. Red is a color that triggers base urges and drives. So red is used to signify I want something from you. And most of the time it's something sexual. Blue means authority, calmness, ease. Blue also means I am managed, I'm alright. Green means I want to negotiate. Green is when you insist on you want to negotiate with people. Purple means you're being lied to, you're being hoaxed. White is innocence or I need care. Black is you're the scapegoat, you are to blame, you're filthy. Gray means doubt, we're not sure, so we give the benefit of the doubt. Yellow means I want to party, because yellow is used as a substitute for gold. Pink. Pink simply means, well, I'm a bit excited, but please take initiative. So brown refers to the dirt. Brown means, man, I have nothing going on. All right. Those are the color codes. And you can see in the mainstream media and also in public meetings, they often use color codes to signify their mood. Now, I can't see the live chat for some weird reason. The app won't allow me to see them. But anyway, I don't care. I'll just keep continuing. I'll keep continuing, I mean. So, look. If you go to a party and the party's a ceremony and it's a covert ceremony, you may see women wearing short black dresses with black heels. Or, and amongst them, there's one woman who wears red heels and a short red dress. What does this signify? Black means, as I mentioned before, that you are either filthy or it means you're depressed, you're sad, and you want sympathy. And red means you want something, often in a sexual sense. So the lady in red is actually meant to trigger you psychologically to have your way with her. She wants to be taken for a ride. She wants to be taken. Black means, please give me sympathy. Please, please, I'm sad. Please cheer me up. So that's how you can recognize how it is. Now, there are women who wear red dresses because they think it just looks good on them. That can happen too. So not every woman with a red dress automatically wants to signify, please take me, have your way with me. But that is the pagan establishment worldwide. So you have to look at the context of what's going on. For example, in a business meeting, some women are wearing skirts with nylon and heels, and others are wearing pants. What's the difference? The one that wears pants, all the pants are dark, signify that they're taking on the masculine role. The one that wears the skirt and nylon and the heels, they keep the feminine role. They want to be led. And sometimes you see them with only red heels, and that signifies, hey, if you're able to trick me and seduce me, make your effort. Pagans are using these things to communicate to one another without having to use words, because these color codes are internationally established amongst pagans. So you can have a Korean witch that wears red heels, and then you have women from Peru understanding perfectly well what she means with it. So they realize, oh, this woman wants to be taken sexually. She hopes to find someone that we're pampered sexually tonight. Or maybe you have a woman from Canada, and she wears black heels, and she wears black often. And then you have men all the way from, let's say, Indonesia, who are pagan, understanding perfectly well that she is bothered by something, and she wants sympathy, and she wants to be pampered. So color codes are easy to understand and establish. Now, does color codes mean something different for women than it does for men? Well, they're almost the same, with one difference. Color codes on a female often signify an emotional demand, while color codes on a man signify their ambition at the moment. So, a man wearing a purple tie signifies to you that he's hoaxing you, he's scamming you, or he's tricking you. A man wearing a blue tie shows you he's there to offer you stability and peace, like an authority figure. A man who wears a red tie signifies, I want something from you. Often he wears your money or sexual attention, whatever. That's what it comes down to. So color codes on a man signifies their ambition at the moment. Color codes on a female signifies their emotional demands. So, what does this have to do with paranormal tags? A paranormal tag is often associated with a color code, but that's not always the case. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close down this live stream and start another live stream in which I will continue in this topic. I'm going to call it live stream, let me see, I'm thinking of a name. I'm going to call it live stream True Feminine Power. That's how I'm going to call it. And the next live stream, I'll start it within a minute after closing this one, because I want to be able to see your live chat, and for some reason I can't see your live chat right now. So this live stream is going to end now. I'm going within a minute I'll start a new live stream. So stay on YouTube and go to the next live stream, please. Be at peace.